Hey, I want to thank you so much for coming in and watching the practice session here. Just trying to get a few things dialed in, also download some paint schemes since these guys are doing server uploads. Trying to make sure I get enough of the schemes in that the day of the race is not too bad. Right now, following Stefano De Nadal. Actually, there's Stefano right there in the McLaren, getting off track just a little bit. Tomas Golab, also in a McLaren. See some guys joining there, a little bit of a server warp issue. And again, thanks so much for coming in. And this is Turn Left TV. I'm your host, Heath Johnson, and we are in the practice session, and really a surprise practice session, I should say, for Sim Racing Mania, race number 1 in their Blancpain GT3 Series season. So I can get rid of that camera. There you go. Brands Hatch, man, a track located just south of England, south of London in England. And the race is going to be tomorrow, October 15th. 4 p.m. Eastern Time, 9 p.m. British Standard Time. Should be a lot of fun, and very excited to be able to bring you this race. So thanks so much to Sim Racing Mania and all the folks there for letting me come in and broadcast this race. You see guys running in the 122 range, 123. I think in race trim, you're probably going to look somewhere on the order of about 124s, 125s. I might be wrong about that. You may see 123s, but I doubt you're going to see too many 122s in race trim. Very fun track, very challenging track here at Brands Hatch. Not only do you have some pretty technical parts of the track with respect to twists and turns, but you also have elevation changes too, and that's really going to up the game here as far as difficulty level. See Ricardo Morelli, 122.553, man, that is lightning fast in that Audi. Checking out the practice session here, just trying to get a few things dialed in as far as the broadcast is concerned. Now look at that, huh? Got a disabled chat in live stream. We can't rectify that. This is going to be interesting. Can't rectify that. There we go. Got that figured out. So, welcome race fans. Always a pleasure to bring you some great racing action. This is Richard Brooks here in this Aston Martin Vantage. lot of guys choosing that car model, make and model. Very cool. Very cool car. Very easy to handle. I think of all the official releases for the GT3 content, now this is the Challengers pack, so we'll narrow it down to 5 makes and models. You have the Aston Martin, you have the Audi, BMW, McLaren, and the Porsche. So 5 cars, 5 manufacturers in this race. I think for me, as far as handling is concerned, I think the Aston Martin and the Audi seem to fit my driving style a little bit better. You know, guys swear by those McLarens as well. Their Aston Martin here. This is Hector Thompson. Stefano De Nadal in the McLaren right now, 3rd on the grid, 123.570. Coming up on Wednesday, the Ironman Racing Series will be back in action for Road America. Some road course action and some stock cars. Race number 7 in the 2019 Season D, the 4th season, 2019, 34-lapper at Road America, and that points battle is heating up, man. So we're on the back half of that season, and that's going to be a great race. You're going to see it live right here on Turn Left TV. That's coming up Wednesday, October the 16th. On Friday, October the 18th, the High Octane Racing League Bushwhacker Series will be at Talladega Superspeedway. 2 25-lap heat races and a 50-lap feature race. Race number 7 of the 2019 fall season. So great racing there on Friday night. 3 races. The 50-lapper will be the points race. So that's the High Octane Racing League Bushwhacker Series. This is Jaroslaw Jaroszewski. So 7 drivers right now in the practice session. just joining us, thanks so much for coming in. 122.246, Thomas Golub, top time in that McLaren. See the Audi of Jaroslaw Jaruzelski right now, getting his outlap in. Riccardo Morelli also in one of those Audis. Very fast cars, man. I really like the feel of the Audi and both the Audi and the Aston Martin. I say the car that I personally, just cannot seem to get a good fit with is the Porsche. Not to say that there's anything wrong with the Porsche, just saying it doesn't really suit my driving style, the way the car feels. Again, thanks so much for coming in. I'm your host, Heath Johnson. This is Turn Left TV. A little unofficial practice, just getting some things dialed in here for Sim Racing Mania. The race is tomorrow night. 45-minute race. Race time, 9 p.m. British Standard Time. That's 4 p.m. Eastern Time here in the United States. So race number 1 from Brands Hatch, man. What a great track that is. I think they got 40 guys signed up for this series, so hold on to your hats, man. Take a look at Hector Thompson here in the Aston Martin. Stefano De Nadal is currently third on the grid, 123.570. So yes, Stefano De Nadal using all of that runoff area there. Very tight series of turns here. Both right-handers, and they're tough. Stefano 123.570. Coming down pit lane. .36 of Thomas Golub. Right now, the top time, 122.246. That's lightning fast, man. He's going to try to play catch up here with Riccardo Morelli. working out of the back of Ricardo's machine as he makes his way down the front stretch, and Thomas Golub just behind in that McLaren. Following on board here and trackside camera view of Ricardo Morelli, second place driver right now, 122.553. Now in that Sim Labs sponsored Audi. Take a look at the race schedule here. Of course, 15 October, Brands Hatch, 45-minute race. 22 October, you got Silverstone, 45-minute race there. And then a 60-minute race. I think this day-night race, 29 October, Spa. What a great track that is. 45-minute race from Nürburgring on 5 November. Circuit Paul Ricard, what a great track that is. That's located in Belgium. 60-minute race there. Definitely going to be some time change on that one as well, with night, day type thing. Misano, 45-minute race on 19 November. Zandvoort, 45-minute race on 26 November. And then finishing out the season on 8 December from Hungaroring. What a great track that is as well. Broadcast the DTM race from that. Also Misano, been on a lot of these tracks actually. And great schedule there on tap for Sim Racing Mania. Take a look at Richard Brooks here as he makes his some practice laps here in that Aston Martin. Right now 125.558, currently 5th on the grid. Take a look at the track here. This is located just south, about a half hour, 45 minutes or so south of London, in West Kingsdown, Kent, England. Almost a 4 kilometer, 3.9 kilometer, 9-turn road course. Here at Brands Hatch. Thomas Golub checking us out here on the stream. This is great commentary. Thanks so much. Greetings from the current Sim Racing Mania champion. All right, man. Giving everybody a target to go for. When he wants to knock the champion off the top spot on the podium. Take a look at Thomas's machine here, the McLaren. So Thomas getting his little digs in right now, man, trying to get these guys fired up for the competition tomorrow, getting everybody's heads here maybe a little bit. 122.246. That's going to be hard to beat, man. I'll tell you, of all the practice sessions I've been in, I haven't really seen anybody crack the 122 or 121 mark. To break into or crack into the 122s. Connection looks pretty good here so far. Everything's pretty stable, pretty smooth. I say that and I'm going to end up having problems, but you know, just to give you a sort of an idea where I'm at, I'm located just a little bit north of Indianapolis, Indiana. Yeah, just a little bit north, about 40 miles north of Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Huge race fan all my life, and this part of the country, the world, very, very passionate about racing. So I'm connecting to a server, I think, which is probably in Great Britain. So a little challenging here as far as probably the number of jumps or whatever, but it seems like the connection's pretty solid here. So for me, anyway, you see Ricardo Morelli there coming around. Stefano De Nadal. 23.570. 7 drivers here joining us right now for the unofficial practice. This track is just a ton of work, man. There is no way around it. You are really don't have any opportunity to relax. Go on board here with the McLaren. Stefano currently second on the grid here. Just get an idea of how much work this thing is. You see down to third gear. I like to go down to third. You see he goes down to, excuse me, I like to go down to the second. Looks like he did the same there in this McLaren. Conservative there as he came off the turn, not to use that overrun area off the track there just a little bit. Again, another very challenging portion of the track, and I think this one's pretty easy here. It's a second gear turn right there, but missed that turn just a little bit. This is Antonello Mastro. Another Aston Martin. Again, we're going to see a lot of Aston Martins, I think, out on the track. Very popular GT3 car. Again, this is the official content from Studio 397. rFactor 2. See Antonello having a little bit of a trouble there. Hector Thompson climbing up the grid, 122.695 here in that Aston Martin, so good lap for him as he's going to get some service done in the pits here, maybe make a few adjustments, and I'm guessing he likes what he sees. He climbs up there to second on the grid, knocking Stefano De Nadal down to third, 123.570. Coming up on Wednesday here on Turn Left TV, live from Road America. The Ironman Racing Series will be back in action for race number 7 in that 4th season of 2019. A 34-lapper from Road America, man. What a great track that is. It's going to be a very challenging track, and this season is heating up, man. We're definitely on the back half of this race season, and very tight points battle with those guys. Kind of get an idea of what it's like in points right now. Mike Heath has a 4-point lead over Dan Richter. Todd Robillard in 3rd. You see Sandro Kelmer, Tim Lansbury tied for 4th. So a very tight battle here at the top of the grid, a little over halfway through the season. Taking a look at Antonello there, trying to get things sort of figured out here, get his laps in. It does take you a while to sort of figure out this course. And this is Richard Brooks in another one of those Aston Martins. Michael Brooks driving in one of those BMWs. 23 car. Sort of following that Aston Martin off the track there a little bit on the right side. You'll see guys doing that, overdriving that turn here. And this is another one that's very, very easy to overdrive. You got to be very conservative with that. Get off on the left side, both places here. You got a 3rd turn here with also an opportunity or a risk of getting off on the left side right there. So touching that grass there is Michael Brooks. Hector Thompson getting that car sideways and into the kitty litter there. That is a turn that if you enter that turn a little bit too high, there's almost no recovery from that. That car is going to come around. See if we can't take a look at this. This is Hector Thompson here, and I think he just gets in a little bit too high there. Entry into that turn just a little bit too high, and loses the back end of this car, and then into the kitty litter. Take a look at Antonello Mastro. Now 134.672, getting some things figured out here. I think you'll probably drop into the high 129s here pretty quickly. Get a few things dialed in. Richard Brooks here, that Aston Martin Vantage. Again, you're going to see 40 drivers. Well, there are 40 drivers signed up for this series. How many we actually see on the track here tomorrow night? You know, judging from the number of individuals that have ran some practice laps here, I think you're going to have a huge field. Testing. The other day, I talked to Dino, and he said there were over 30 drivers for the Barcelona test. Unfortunately, the race times here, the way that they are, and the time difference between the United States and Britain, 5 hours difference in it being through the week. I'm normally not going to be able to broadcast these races here, but have the week off this week. So I'll be at home and excited to be able to bring the ones that I can. I think there may be some later in the schedule. Like I think on that November 24th one, that might be a good likelihood that I could, you know, bring that race to you as well. We'll take a look at the schedule. Actually, it'll be 26th November. It's probably a one that I think I might be able to broadcast here. It just sort of depends on when the days off are going to fall. So that'll be a good one. The rest of these, I think, were pretty clear. Might be a little bit difficult for me to get home from work and get things fired up, ready to go. Kind of a shame here. I really love these GT3 cars. I'm excited, man. We got some great drivers here. Just fantastic drivers. So, a lot on tap here, at least for Brands Hatch. Lab is the top time here, 122.246, Nat McLaren. And he's just really able to hang this car out on the edge here. And really, you see how he comes down that straight there. He's hugging that inside until the very last, and he gets to the outside. But he is hanging it out on the edge and back into that car, just sliding around. And now, very, very fast is that McLaren. 36, Thomas Golab. Board here with Richard Brooks, currently 4th on the grid. Be careful where you get back in the throttle there. You can lose the back end of that car pretty quickly if you've got an elevation change and you're making a hard left. You really want to mash the throttle once you see the track straighten out a little bit. Jaruzelski in the 72 car, now 134.672. A little bit of oversteer, it looks like, around the turns. See the car wanting to slide around like that. A little bit of oversteer. Antonello there having a tough time there, bringing it up a hill. Hector Thompson here moving up the grid, 122.531, currently 2nd on the grid. Michael Brooks is 3rd. So this Aston Martin pretty fast here. The 01. Looking at a 99 paint scheme with the 01 officially. All these cars have a little bit different little bit of a situation as far as in-car, trying to get that jived with something that's not very painful. Looking out the front of the car here, following these guys around. This is Michael Brooks, third place car in this BMW. Now third on the grid, 123.188 in the 23 car. Car is sideways there, getting around that turn. Don't forget, coming up on Wednesday, we'll be at Road America with the Ironman Racing Series 34-lapper, race number 7 in the 4th season of 2019. Some road course action in the stock cars, and of course it'll be live right here on Turn Left TV, 9 p.m. Eastern Time, Wednesday, October the 16th. The main event coming up tomorrow night, Racing Mania, race number 1 in their 2019 Blancpain GT3 Series season. Brands Hatch, what a great track, 45-minute race there. Racing starts at 9 p.m. British Standard Time, 4 p.m. Eastern Time. Doing a little unofficial practice right now to get geared up for this great series. Excited about that. I'd like to thank you so much for coming out to the YouTube channel. I'm your host, Heath Johnson, and I really appreciate all those folks who come out and watch the races. If you like what you're seeing here in the practice session, please hit the thumbs up on the video. You can share these videos on any social media platform where you can share YouTube videos. If you haven't subscribed, I encourage you to do so. Off to the right there of the subscribe button is that little bell. That'll let you know when we have races coming up. Also some surprise live streams like this afternoon here, just doing some practicing. If you'd like to donate, you can hit the donate button and then please donate to my channel. Donate button up there in the banner of the channel and donate through PayPal. So thanks so much for all of your support here for Turn Left TV. The High Octane Racing League Bushwhacker Series will be back in action Friday night for race number 7 in the 2019 fall season, Talladega Superspeedway. Great Superspeedway action, 2 25-lap heat races and a 50-lap feature race. StockCarSimRacing.com. Usually compete in that series. Sometimes I do a live broadcast from the cockpit. It's always a little risky endeavor there, just in case, if I wreck, what I gotta do, man? I gotta go back and delete the video or what? Oh, the dilemma. Take a look at the Jaruzelski on 34.092, getting it off the course there a little bit. And that Audi, number 77. Again, taking a look at the track here at Brands Hatch, a 9-turn road course located just south of London, just a little under 4 kilometers in length. And it is a challenging one, man. A lot of elevation changes in combination with turns. So, very challenging course, and you got to make sure you just race the track, man. Guys spinning around here. We'll see if we can't get the replay synced up. Just overshoots that turn, my heavens, man, and that is going to be hard into the wall. He saved it there a little bit, but came back around. Right there, man, coming off the turn, or coming out of the pits right there, that is a kind of a challenging area there, especially if you're entering that turn. You got a guy coming off the pits. Definitely can't throw off your rhythm there, as we just saw. Take a look at Luke Hollum running in the BMW, the number 19 BMW. Currently 5th on the grid, 125.455. Into the scruff there. Michael Brooks getting that car off. Just behind him is Thomas Golab in that McLaren. Playing around here with the camera a little bit. chatters coming in here. Richard Brooks showing up. Cole Morgan, how about that, man? Coming in, checking out the stream. So thanks so much for Cole coming in. Pop up Cole here will pop up the picture-in-picture view. That way you can get my Discord address up at the top left there if you want to send me a message on Discord, and then I'll get you where you need to go. Canelo Mastro right now running in the 6th position, 134.672. Bit of a challenge here if you're just getting on this track. This thing can take a little while to get used to, that's for sure. Three-way battle here. Board here with Thomas Mola, obviously he's trying to get around Luke Holland. That BMW right now, oh man, oh, a little bit squirrely right there. McLaren got a little bit squirrely coming off the turn. Let BMW get by. And that thing is crazy loose there coming off the turn. Canelo coming around here as you get into that last turn right there, a little bit wide, and gets into the kitty litter, kind of clears it up though. Good handling, good recovery by Antonello right there. Michael Brooks swinging that car wide right there. BMW in the kitty litter, almost takes out a sign. Look at Luke here as he spins this car around right there and then into the tire barrier. Oberbayer. Guess he'll probably have his real name going tomorrow night. Well, that's going to do it for the little practice session. So thanks so much for coming out. See you tomorrow live right here on Turn Left TV, 9 p.m. British Standard Time, 4 p.m. Eastern Time. Until then, we out of here.